Since the Return to Lordran event's going on right now, and also I'm kind of waiting for my webcam and capture card to get here, I figured I might as well show off a really easy skip to do in order to get into Sen's Fortress early. Now, the reason you want to go into Sen's Fortress early is mainly because there's some really good loot in there. There's a lot of large titanite shard drops. There's a merchant that sells infinite large titanite shards, as well as the lightning spear, which is equivalent to basically a plus 10 weapon. The gold covenant serpent ring, which is good for farming stuff, just in case you want to get like a Balder side sword or something like that. As well as some weapons like Ricard's rapier and the scythe, and a good amount of high level souls. But like I said, this skip is pretty easy. All you really have to do is just go over by Undead Parish, which is where Andre is if you're not familiar with the names of the places. And you just want to clear out these hollows, all of them except for one of them, because you're going to need one in order to parry. So after you have these two hollows cleared out, and you have that last one that's still alive there, what you want to do is you just want to lead them over here, so don't actually kill them. I'd recommend taking off a weapon so that you can parry them, because it might take multiple tries. You want to parry them with your fist, because there's also more backwards movement. But you want to line up to this third pillar here, or the second elevated one, this one right there. You just want to lead them over. It's a lot easier to do with the shield, but you want to line yourself up pretty much exactly with the pillar. Then you parry him, and as you can see, you have this death cams thing. After that, you just want to lock on, and you just want to spam him until he dies, because you don't want to die after you get this far. But yeah, it's deceptively hard to control this, as you can see. Like, forward isn't just forward, but all you have to do is just run over to where the gate is. So as long as you remember the layout of this area, then it should be pretty fine. All you have to do is go around, and now we're at the end of the staircase, and now Sen's Fortress right now for us is down. So we just go through here, and then we just keep running. And you'll know you've reached Sen's Fortress whenever you sort of like start going into some mountains, and also it'll just say Sen's Fortress. So if you just keep going, we're in Sen's Fortress right now. And I'd recommend going off to the side because there's a pressure plate like right inside. Then afterwards you just press quit game. And as you can see, we reload, we're in Sen's Fortress. The gate is still down, as you can see. So that might be a problem because you don't want to rest at any of the bonfires in here. You've got a lot of chests in Sen's Fortress that have large titanite in them. So it'd be really good to go here early. While you're in here, you may as well also just use this guy to break this door. All you really need to do is just kind of stand here until it does this poke attack, and then he breaks open the door. But then after that, there's Big Fat Logan over there, and then there's also a soul. Now, both of the main draws for coming here early are just right at this area that I'm in right now. The first one is early access to just a lightning weapon. And lightning weapons are pretty high level, especially for early game. Because what you need to do is you need to get a plus 10 weapon, then you need to ascend it to a lightning weapon. So it's basically a plus 10 weapon. And mimics are pretty easy to kill, so it's not really that much of an issue. And if he does end up like falling down or something, then you can just reload the game. But yeah, after you kill him, he'll drop a lightning spear, which is a very good weapon. And also, a very good thing for farming would be this Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, which boosts your item discovery. Something to keep in mind about picking up the Lightning Spear is that weapon matchmaking is a thing in the remaster. So whenever you do pick up the Lightning Spear, it basically binds that like plus 10 weapon to your character. Which means if you're trying to do any like low-level co-op or invasions, you probably don't want to pick it up. I know it's not as useful as duping souls and items, but getting into Sen's Fortress early can net you some pretty good stuff. So hopefully this was useful for you. And bye-bye.